What if I told you that enhancing your mindset and creating awareness of your thoughts could change the way you live, work, and think? Well, Ricky Kalmon reveals in his book, Leverage Your Mindset, just how our mindset can be the greatest tool in achieving those new heights, reducing stress and increasing productivity and potential. And Ricky joins us now in the studio to talk about how to do exactly that. How you doing, Ricky?
I'm great, Shep. Thanks for having me on.
Great. We've got this book, Leverage Your Mindset. Great book. This is all about, you're a mindset expert, and this is all about getting in the right mindset to take your best intentions and turn them into accomplishments. So you know what, before we go any further, give me the 30-second, like you and I have known each other for years and years. You do corporate events, right? And these are conventions, conferences, and you are hired to come in and do these motivational speeches. And by the way, you're extremely entertaining. And then they go into workshops. What do they do?
Well, really, it's showing people that their mind can be their best friend or their worst enemy at times. We all know everything we do in life is determined by our mindset. Our doubts, our disbeliefs, our decisions, our actions, our commitments are all decided between our ears. The question is, how often are you attentive towards your thoughts? So to answer your question, I teach people how to really change the way they think so they can change their world. And most people know what to do already. If I asked you, if you want to do something, you could probably give me exactly how you should be doing it and what you should be doing versus what's holding you back. The question is, why aren't you doing it?
Okay, so I've got a question about that. Holding me back. Should I recognize what could hold me back? Is that important to know?
Absolutely. Why not? Self-discovery never ends. It's really about updating your internal script.
I like it. Self-discovery never ends. We'll tweet that one out. That's good. So I need to recognize what could get in the way of me achieving whatever it is that I want, and then give me like the process.
Well, it's usually ourselves. We forget about ourselves. You know, even a golfer. I've worked with sports teams, individual athletes, and they'll spend hours training their muscles, creating muscle memory, but the really great, amazing athletes, the ones that you admire, even the musicians, I bet you understand the power of mind memory, about creating confidence, self-belief, and even when doubt comes in the room, how do you push it aside? Acknowledge it, it's there, we're human, we're not perfect, but how do we take over that software and update new software so it guides us in the direction that we want it to take us?
All right, software for the mind, if you will. So you do this in corporate settings.
Absolutely.
Do you work with individuals, like from the standpoint of, can they hire you to just say, hey, I need a coach, I need somebody to work through an issue? You know, to put it into athletes' terms, I'm a baseball player and I'm in a slump.
Absolutely.
Okay? I could be a business person, a salesperson, struggling to make sales.
You could be a CEO. You could be a C-suite executive that really wants to not only help his team or her team lead them, who's leading them personally.
Right.
And so these tools are really simple. It's not complex rocket science here we're talking about. It's about taking 10 or 15 minutes a day. If you're going to work out, if you're going to spend time Googling, Facebooking, all that stuff online, we Twitter, we do all that stuff, but I bet you it's a lot more than 10 or 15 minutes. The average person spends about an hour and 20 minutes on social media.
Now, if we took half of that time, let's say even a quarter of that time, and devoted it to exercises in this book, Leverage Your Mindset, by the way, available in Amazon and bookstores almost everywhere. If you were to, so I assume there's some exercises in the book, and how long do they take to do?
That's a great question, Shep. I wrote the book, and my whole philosophy, even when I do corporate speaking, there's no quick fix. I'm not going to snap my fingers and life is perfect. And at that point, I teach people that daily exercises. So the book is actually set up as a 14-day plan. Read a chapter a day for 14 days. That's it. Stop.
And how long does it take me to read a chapter?
10 or 15 minutes.
10 or 15 minutes. If I would just get off Facebook for 10 or 15 minutes, read a chapter, and then do something about the chapter?
Absolutely. There are some action steps of reinforcement of what you just learned, and then there's an action step of meditation. And you know, when I say that word meditation, there are people going,
I'm already starting to relax and go to sleep. Help me on that.
But you know, Shep, there's also people that go, yeah, this stuff isn't for me. It's a little soft. It's a soft skill. These are hard skills. These are hard skills that make people better. And that's what I'm teaching you to do, is really be a better version of yourself and challenge yourself to celebrate that.
Okay, so Ricky, you've got the book, Leverage Your Mindset, and I just found out today, just before we came on the show a little while ago, that you have an app that accompanies this book. And so in 30 seconds, tell me about the app.
Well, the app was designed to help you, walk you through the actual book, so after you read a chapter, you can access an audio track in the app to support what you just read, and I'm going to teach you a meditation exercise. And then if you want to dive in deeper, you want to lose weight, you want to build your confidence, self-esteem, sleep better, reduce stress, play better golf.
Who doesn't want play better golf? You had me.
Yeah.
You actually had me at a better night's sleep. Did you say better night's sleep?
I did.
I thought so. Yeah, that's important. So that's great.
All these things have to do with mindset, and what I've done in the app is made things very easy for you to work on these skills to help your mind agree with your best of intentions. And like you said at the beginning of this, this talk is really about putting those and making them to your greatest accomplishments.
Right, so I want to do this and I want to make it happen. This is how we do it. Well, this is great. So the book is Leverage Your Mindset. If you go to the App Store, Android, iOS, whatever those initials are, you just look for
my name, Ricky Kalmon.
Oh, Ricky Kalmon. Okay,
That's it.
Great. Ricky Kalmon. Easy,
search the title, Ricky
easy
Kalmon.
Peasy. All right, and to wrap it all up, if there's one last nugget of information you want to share, a tip that we can go away and start doing immediately to accomplish some of these intentions that we have, what would that be?
I would start with make a promise. Make a promise to yourself, but make a promise in a contract. You know, when you get a check from somebody, if the check's not signed, it's pretty worthless. You're going to leave it around. You're not going to really covet it. You're not going to hold it. You're not going to deposit it. It doesn't mean anything to you. But when you sign a check, it has value. Why don't you start with writing a contract or one statement that I'm going to make time for myself today.
Statement like
I'm gonna leverage my mindset today. I'm gonna take 5 or 10 minutes, and I'm gonna be a better version of myself today to invest in my mindset. And write that down in a statement and sign it.
Okay, now I want to get specific on that statement. It's not just I want to be a better version of myself. What do I want to make better?
That's up to you. And that's really up to you. And by the way, that software that you're updating by making that statement can change daily. So why not make a daily, when you get up in the morning, stop before you set your intentions. What's your priorities? What's important right now? Be present in the moment and figure out really what you're supposed to do that day and write it on a statement and sign it. And again, sign it. I know it sounds goofy.
I know, it sounds goofy, but it's like doing something to your brain.
It does.
I love it. I love it. The book, again, Leverage Your Mindset. The app, just go to the App Store and look for Ricky Kalmon. Ricky, thanks for being on the show.
Shep, it's great to see you.